When creating a planar analysis drawing, you're constructing the object out of flat planes or surfaces.
Imagine having to build this object out of flat pieces of cardboard. Every time the surface turns, you have to cut out another piece of cardboard and they'll all have to interlock. To visualize these flat planes, think about the direction this cardboard is facing every time I set it down parallel to the apple's surface. So for example, on the top of the apple, the plane is facing this direction, so it looks like the top of a box. As I start to go down the side of the apple here, that plane starts to turn. And so when I'm on the side of the apple here, I get maybe more of a vertical plane. But then the planes start to turn as we start to get underneath the apple. Also, notice how the light hits this flat plane and how much light gets to the surface of this, depending on which direction it's facing. So the top of the apple here facing the light, the cardboard is getting a lot of strong light and it's very light value. As it starts to turn, look at how much darker that plane will get because it's getting less light. Over here on the shadow side, we get a much darker value as the plane is turned away from the light source there.
When I start this drawing, I still start with a little bit of measuring, so I put a few marks. I even do a little bit of a gesture drawing to kind of get the tilt or lean of this apple here. And then I'm kind of starting to sketch in roughly the kind of different sides of the apple. So there's kind of a front plane, a front side, there's a left side, a right side, and there's kind of the top plane. The next thing I'll do is I will kind of roughly start wrapping contour lines around the object, and that way I get a sense of how each of those planes are turning. And then I'll go into start making those into kind of very flat geometric planes. An optional extension is to add a little bit of quick shading to your planar analysis drawing. Note that the surfaces or planes that are facing the light most directly are going to be the lightest. The planes that are turned away from the light source and facing the opposite direction of the light source or are blocked by something else are going to be the darkest planes. Practicing a planar analysis can help you get better at doing a block-in at the start of a painting, which is a way to start the painting where you first paint the subject with just blocks of different values to show plane changes.